What's the real price of cloud storage? Not just the 99 cents a month Apple charges you for 50 gigabytes or the $9.99 Dropbox asks for 2 terabytes, but the hidden cost, the part they don't put on the invoice. Because in 2025, cloud storage isn't just a convenience. It's the backbone of your digital life, the silent space where your memories, your work, your creative output, your identity lives. And yet, behind the friendly UI and automatic sync buttons, there's a cost most people never see coming. Privacy, control, longevity, dependence, and dollars. Lots of them, when added up over years. So today on Tech Wave 65, we're going way beyond the price tag to expose what cloud storage is really costing you, what it gives in return, and how to master it before it masters you. Let's start with what everyone knows, the sticker price. Apple iCloud gives you 50 gigabytes for 99 cents per month, 200 gigabytes for $2.99, and 2 terabytes for $9.99. Google One? $1.99 per month for 100 gigabytes, $9.99 for 2 terabytes. Dropbox? $11.99 per month for 2 terabytes. Microsoft 365? $6.99 per month for 1 terabyte and Office apps. Sounds affordable, right? But here's the twist. This is per person, per platform, per device family. If you use iCloud for your iPhone, Google for your photos, Dropbox for your work, OneDrive for your PC, and maybe Mega or pCloud for backups, you're suddenly paying $20 to $50 per month just to keep your files afloat. That's $600 a year, $3,000 over 5 years, and that's just to store data you already own. But the real price starts to creep in when we talk about control. Because in 2025, your cloud account isn't a hard drive, it's a license to access your own content through someone else's system. Your files live on Apple's, Google's, or Amazon's servers. And at any moment, without notice, they can throttle, delete, restrict, or block access. Ask any creator who's had a Google Drive account locked. Ask a photographer whose iCloud photos vanished in a sync error. Ask a business owner who missed a critical file because OneDrive failed to update during a system patch. You don't own those files, not in the traditional sense. You rent access. And access can be revoked. Then comes privacy. Cloud services promise end-to-end encryption and data protection, but in reality, most use client-server encryption, which means they hold the keys. Your files can be scanned for metadata, flagged by AI, indexed for machine learning, and in some cases, accessed by human reviewers during policy enforcement. Even Apple, with all its privacy talk, scans iCloud content for CSAM and other violations using AI-based detection. Google scans Google Drive for potential malware, copyright issues, or terms violations. And while that sounds like protection, it also means you're never alone in your own cloud. And if you're storing health documents, creative works, legal forms, or financial data, ask yourself, are you comfortable with that? But the cost keeps rising. There's the bandwidth tax, that slow, hidden penalty when syncing large files across networks. There's the latency of opening cloud-only files when you're offline or on weak connections. There's the version control nightmare, where syncing errors mean the file you saved yesterday gets overwritten by an older one, because cloud storage doesn't always respect local changes. And don't forget the business model. Cloud storage isn't profitable on storage alone. These companies want your ecosystem loyalty. Apple makes iCloud cheap to keep you on iPhone. Google uses Drive to pull you into Gmail, Docs, Meet, and ads. Dropbox tries to upsell you on paper, e-signature tools, and AI assistants. The real cost is platform lock-in. Once you upload 1 terabyte of files, it's painful to move. The cost of migration, reorganization, and re-indexing can take days. So you stay. You pay. And the lock-in deepens. But the most dangerous price of all? Digital fragility. When everything lives in the cloud, you become dependent on uptime, connectivity, and someone else's infrastructure. What happens if your provider goes down for 6 hours? If your password is compromised and 2-factor fails? If your entire digital history is tied to one login, and that login fails, you're locked out of your life. And that's not rare. In 2025 alone, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon all experienced outages affecting hundreds of millions of users. And guess what? Most people had no local backup. Because the cloud makes us lazy. It promises, we got this. So we stop saving files offline. We stop backing up. We stop printing, storing, organizing. But when the cloud breaks, or kicks you out, you have nothing. So what's the answer? Smarter cloud strategy. Not fear. Not paranoia. But awareness. You can use cloud storage wisely, without getting trapped. Step 1. Diversify. Never put everything on one provider. Use iCloud for mobile sync. Use Google for collaborative docs. Use Dropbox or pCloud for archival storage. And always keep local encrypted backups on external SSDs or NAS drives like Synology. Step 2. Encrypt your own files. Use tools like Cryptomator, Vericrypt, or Tresorit to encrypt sensitive data before uploading. That way, even if your cloud account is breached, the files are meaningless without your private key. Step 3. Automate your backups. Use apps like Carbon Copy Cloner, Arc, or Chronosync to back up files to external drives weekly or daily. Set it and forget it. Your digital legacy shouldn't depend on whether a data center in Iowa stays online. Step 4. Audit your cloud storage every 90 days. Go through your Drive, iCloud, OneDrive, or Dropbox. Delete what you don't need. Organize folders. Download critical files. Label and archive. Don't assume it'll always be there. Take control. Step 5. Know what's syncing. Many people don't realize that iCloud, for example, doesn't sync certain folders like downloads, desktop, unless enabled, or apps outside the Apple ecosystem. Google Drive doesn't always auto-sync files created offline. Check your settings. Turn off optimized storage if you want true local copies. And don't forget to disable silent app offloading that can remove key files without asking. Step 6. Understand the legal access model. Your data is subject to local laws. If your cloud provider is subpoenaed, they may have to hand over access, even if you didn't do anything wrong. Store your private data in jurisdictions with stronger digital rights, or locally. Use VPNs if necessary. This isn't about hiding, this is about ownership. And finally, step 7, think long-term. Cloud storage is easy today. But what happens in 10 years? Will your files still be there? Will the format still be readable? Will your login still work? You need digital continuity. Periodically download and archive important memories. Use open formats. Print important documents. Make your digital self durable, not just convenient. Because the real price of cloud storage isn't just money, it's how much trust, autonomy, and resilience you're willing to give up. You're storing your memories, your creativity, your identity on someone else's server. That's fine, if you treat it like a tool, not a vault. So yes, cloud storage is powerful, essential, even magical. But it's not free. Not even close. And the sooner you understand what it's really costing you, the sooner you can take control, optimize your system, and protect the digital version of your life. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech challenges, future experiments, and real talk from TechWave 65.